Good morning, welcome to Bitcoin Bounce. Today I'm here with Dion. My name is Joseph, and we're gonna look at Bitcoin. I saw yesterday Bitcoin had the drop, and I bought quite a bit of Bitcoin. So my heart went like, oh, I hope Bitcoin is not gonna fall through the floor. But luckily, I see there's a little bit of recovery this morning, so that was good news. So. Today, Dion is going to give us an analysis of Bitcoin, and then after, he's going to give us an excellent signal on the VeChain token. So stay tuned for that. Good morning, Dion.
Good morning, Joseph. Okay, let's start on the money markets, the market on Dixie, the US dollar index. So yesterday, on the back of good news, it was starting to drop below this resistance support line, but then on the back of good news, it had another boost back up, but it looks like it's coming back down now at the moment. And then just to warn you guys of high impact news this week. So SA time, there are 3 events, but the biggest is Fridays, the non-farms. That's always a big one with lots of market volatility. And we never know what's going to happen, whether we're going to spike up or down. So if you are in any trades or getting into any, then just run a tight ship with your stop losses. So the other indexes, Nasdaq was also had a run down. Looks like it's starting to recover because the dollar is dropping a bit there, and same with S&P 500 also had a bit of a drop. The total 3 is looking good. That's money flow into the altcoins, so that's still on an upwards trajectory. That's looking great. And then the great news for us is the Bitcoin dominance is at last down at 40%. We've been waiting for that, so if we can break down and hold under 40, the altcoins are individually going to really spike and make a run for it. So those are looking great. Then quickly just to look at Ethereum. So Ethereum has had also moved 15% over the past few days. So it's just pumping, looking great. It's coming up to, on the daily, on the resistance of the 20 and the 50 EMAs. So we might have a little bit of a pullback. You can see it hit it and then just pulled back a little already. But we should have enough volatility to break through that. So if you're not in any Ethereum trades, maybe just wait until we've just broken and tested those lines, and then you can trade it to this demand zone. So we expect fireworks once we hit that, after all the previous good moves we've seen out of that area, and with all the good Ethereum news upcoming. So that could be a good trade. Once you get in above the break of those 2 EMAs, it could be a great trade up. Then Bitcoin, I'll just have a look at the daily. There's not much happening on Bitcoin, so if we just zoom in, remember we were trading in this new descending wedge, and I said that normally has a tendency to flip to the upside, breaking through, so it looks like that's about to happen there. So we can just go to the hour, just zoom in a bit. So you can see we have actually on the hour chart, we have broken through and just coming back to retest this line. So if we get a nice bounce off this line, then that would be a good spot to enter. And on the 1 hour, you can just target. Let's get this out of the way. You can target from the 1 hour. Could be down there. Just if your first target is just the EMA, the 200 EMA, that's already at 2%, but we should be able to move into this zone. So then we're expecting resistance, and depending what happens the rest of the week. So it's a very volatile week every day now with the news, big news events coming out. But this could be a good spot, and just run it with a tight stop loss and just follow it to the upside. Wherever you get hit out, then that's it. But there is definitely a trade there. Then on VeChain that I'm looking at for a trade. So you can just see this is on the daily. Just the possible upside is 285%. It's a great coin, ranked number 32 by CoinMarketCap. And then if we just zoom into the 4 hour, we can just have a look at a entry for you guys. So this is the support line, the daily support, which has been broken, and now we're sitting on a nice strong support line here. That's at 122. So depending what happens this week, so it might be a good idea just to sit out till Monday or over the weekend for this trade, just to see what happens after these big three news events. So the support below us here is at 110 and at 100. So if the news does pull the price back, we might then flip here or there. So we can just have a look, and then you could actually enter on any of these spots to the top side. If we stay where we are now after this news events, one could just enter and then target 15% this range high, and the previous one, so that's at 140, and then the next one is at 160. So you could then either shoot for 15% or up there is for 30%. And obviously if we can get a good entry down here or even lower, then we can look at 40% just to this upside target one that we're actually targeting now at the moment. So there's definitely, VeChain is a great chain, and they're often big moves. You can just see they have regular good spikes and good investors, so people are going to jump in if it drops this low, and you can just ride up that spike with them. That's it from me, Joseph.
Awesome, Dion. I love this VeChain coin. So I just quickly looked here on my DCA. So over this last 12 months, even with the big downside, VeChain was able to make 64% if you traded it with the DCA strategy that can handle 70% drawdown. So for me, this was it's a very, very good coin, and it trades well as a hodling coin, but also as one to trade on and also to DCA trade on. Awesome. Thank you, Dion. I'm excited. I really hope that Ethereum will break through. I've stocked up a little bit on the Ethereum with the expectation of the Ethereum merge that's coming up, and I really believe there's a lot of momentum in the market. So I think Ethereum will break through that level that you were talking about. Awesome. So guys, that's our video that we have for today. We're gonna be back here tomorrow, and we're gonna do a session with Crypto Casey, and in that video she's gonna talk to us about what is Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, it's actually quite a complicated question to ask someone, what is Ethereum? You know, if you talk about Bitcoin, it's easy. It's just a store of value. It's like any currency, you can trade it with each other. And the only thing that makes Bitcoin different is that the ledger of all the transactions is public and is decentralized. Now, with Ethereum, it's quite a little bit more complicated, but I think with the Ethereum merge coming up, it'd be good for us to just take a little bit of time and educate ourselves so we can understand what it is. So that's happening tomorrow. And I want to encourage you guys, get into that VeChain coin. I think there's some money to be made. Thank you, Dion. It was a great analysis. Have an awesome day.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.